Okay, so with Trapper, something you can do is kind of just follow him around and be a pain in the ass and just disarm his traps. Now, I'm going to say like 85% of trappers will have Bloody Coil on, and what that does, it'll injure you. So, instead of your whole team running around and getting injured, it'll be better for one person to do that. And Trapper has two choices here. One, chase the guy that's being a pain in the ass. But what that'll do, even if he kills you, your team had progress on 3 different gens. Or he can leave you there and go pressure the generators, but now all the traps are reset. But there's add-ons that reset a trap every 30 seconds. So you're gonna have to stay on top of that. Another thing you can do with Trapper, pay attention to the area he's setting up. And yeah, just don't run over there. But let's say there was a gen in Shack. Obviously, Shack is probably the strongest loop in the game. So he's trying to set up for that and protect this gen at the same time. So maybe you might want to try and pressure that gen and break Trapper's quote-unquote space save. Or, I said that back. Save space. But yeah, that's about it for Trapper. Another thing I forgot to mention was the Honing Stone add-on. Which basically what this does, you'll see a little picture of it when you step in a trap, like in a little icon at the bottom right of your screen. And pretty much, if you try and struggle free out of the trap, it'll leave you in a slugged position. So, always keep an eye out for that, and don't try and free yourself if you see the symbol. You have to wait for your teammate to come and do it. Okay, next killer on our roster, Wraith. And he is kind of scary, because normally Wraith will, like, try and body block you and stop you from getting to a pallet. Like, see, I cannot interact with this pallet now. And if he uncloaks, more than likely, he'll get a hit on me. Well, there's a pallet right here. But yeah, he can just hit. So, with Wraith, if he's invisible, you want to try and body block him. And if he uncloaks right there, I can make window anyways. But then he just goes around right there. But another thing Wraith players will do, they might fake cloaking or uncloaking. And that, okay. And that can mess you up also. But another scary thing about Wraith, even if you make it to a pallet and pre-drop it against Wraith, he can just demolish it if he's cloaked. And obviously, Wraith, he'll like try and fake uncloak to get you to drop it. Because he'll break it slower if he's uncloaked. But I don't know. It is very dangerous to just throw pallets at him. But if you do get the stun off on him, it will uncloak him. Unless he body blocks, then you're cooked. But yeah, for Wraith, that's pretty much it. Watch out for his body blocks. And watch out for his faking uncloaks or even cloaks. And yeah, you're just cooked. Okay, something you can do against Billy is stairs. For whatever reason, when he goes downstairs, it is hard for him to chainsaw you. Because of his... So Billy's hitbox is basically in the shape of a T. And if you can manage to crouch in the bottom left or right of it, he can't hit you. Now, obviously a good Billy will know this and just look down anyways. But tight corners can save you sometimes. But Billy has add-ons that like increase turning speed, and it will just be rough. Like right here, I might be dead. Oh. If he stuck that, I might have been dead. And Enduring is one of Billy's perks. So it is possible, especially in newer lobbies, that he'll be running it. And even if he get a stun, yeah, it won't matter. He'll just be back on your shit. Oh no, I don't really know anything else to say about Billy. Because like, you can hug stuff and hope that he'll bump into it because he can't hug it as high as you. Okay, Up against Nurse, one of the best things you want to do is break line of sight with her. But a good Nurse will just blink to where she last saw you and readjust off of that. And more than likely get a hit off.
Missing.
Anyways. Now, at default, Nurse has 2 blinks. But she can have 3 with certain add-ons. But what that does, her blinks just get shorter and shorter with the 3. So if you just hold forward after the first blink, I don't think she can catch you. We'll see here.
No. Really?
Parker?
No, it's just Parker. You physically can't charge it to full distance because of the fucking like fatigue thing.
Oh. But yeah, if you just hold forward after the first blink, she can't catch you. Also, edge map, for whatever reason, is like a really big weakness against Nurse. It's just really hard for her to play it for whatever reason. So you can abuse that. And again, just keep breaking line of sight, and you'll be... Don't run into a locker.
Against Nurse, though, like, the edge of the map is the one thing that she cannot phase through as an object.
Yeah. But again, a good Nurse, even playing something like Shaq, like if she just teleports to this corner, right? Like, obviously she knows how a survivor is going to run around it to some extent.
I have a blink.
Now, if that blink was more accurate, I'd be dead. But
I'm not a player. Against someone who actually plays Nurse, that's be a lot scarier.
Yes. But again, against a good Nurse, you're pretty much just like, how long can I make this game last before my team's dead? Against a good Nurse, but I don't know. That's all my advice on Nurse, really. I don't really encounter them that much, and when I do, they're not like the best at the video game. Alright, the next killer on the list, Michael. Again, kind of the same with everybody else. I mean, this is just a good tip for any killer. But break line of sight. Don't let him get stalk on you like I'm doing. But, pallets. Okay, this is just bad no matter what you do here. But, ideally, you want to pre-drop against him. Because, 1, if he has Infury, which is Enduring and Spirit Fury together, that pallet will instantly break when you stun him, and he can catch up to you. And as you can see, there is nothing around. You might be like, Parker, there's a pallet right there. Yeah, I don't make that. And if I'm exposed, I'm dead. Okay, even if... Did you do that on purpose, or was that a stick drift?
That was stick drift. I tried to back up a little bit.
I didn't know if you just did that to be like, And with certain pallets like this, where you just don't have anywhere to go against Michael, stunning him with it is a very bad idea. Because as you can see, now I have nowhere to go, and he has a lunge on him, which goes pretty damn far. And again, stunning Michael is almost a bad idea, because just like that, I don't make anything. And even if Shaq pallet was on this side and I drop it, I'm pretty sure I get hit through the pallet. Because of how hitboxes are in this game.
So I don't even think you got to drop the pallet. You made it like to the door at most. I don't think it would have let you drop.
Hell, I might have dropped it on the wrong side too.
Yeah, from that angle it might have.
That's just... Stunning Michael would be bad. Now, if I pre-dropped it there, that would be bad too, because that was on the short side and he could just walk around. But... yeah, that's about it for Michael. Alright, so... one of the first things you want to avoid with Hag is basement hooks. Now, obviously, if you get one person down there, that's fine. But they're going to be hard to get out, because Hag is one of the best killers in the game when it comes to camping basement. At last place, though, in third. I'd say Trapper's above her and Boba at first. But anyways. With her traps, you can crouch over them and they won't activate. Also, you can just wipe them away. But yeah, if you get like 2 survivors down there in basement, it's pretty much GG's, because if you go down there, you're probably going to die too. And if you just leave them there, they're going to die, and now it's a 2v1 at 4 gens or whatever. Another thing that happens, if you run over a trap and activate it and he teleports, it'll make you like stare into it, pretty much. and just run the opposite way from her. Which, it won't really help too much, but enough to where you won't get caught off guard. So don't, like, if you just don't freak out and keep holding the direction you were, you'll run in the opposite where she teleports. Another thing, she's 4.4, which means she's slower than other killers. So you can abuse that. And kind of the same thing with Trapper. Remember, like, where she sets up. It's harder to pay attention with Hag, but remember that and avoid those areas. Okay, with Doctor, obviously his main thing is shocking you. Now, every time he does, it'll slow him down, and you'll be more than likely to get another loop out of it. And you can greed a lot against him. And obviously, you might want to pre-drop sometimes, because I'm sure you guys know this, but when you get shocked, you cannot interact with anything. Windows, pallets, anything. But what I'm curious about... Okay. I wasn't sure if I could or not. But yeah, basically with Doctor, all you really want to do, like...
Yeah.
With Doctor, you pretty much do want to keep greeting as long as you can with him. Because again, every time he shocks, it will slow him down. But now at Shack, against a good Doctor, it'll be kind of hard to play. Because if he shocks you at the right spot, you cannot make window and he will get a hit off on you. But yeah, I don't know. That's about all I really got for Doctor. A bit different when looping. Now, when he starts revving his chainsaw, you're only gonna want to really go about 1, maybe 2 times around a loop, depending on one, if Bubba has any haste or anything like that. That is very important. Also, you want to watch him and see what kind of mind games he might do. He could also try some of that. And you want to know when to pre-drop. Sometimes you might not make it around certain loops. Like bigger loops than this, you might want to pre-drop because you might not make it around in time. And it is important to play for the stun so you can make some distance off of it. But yeah, that's about it for that. Also, again, this is another good loop. Again, you can loop it once or twice before you have to worry about dropping it. And most Bubbas will have Bamboozle on, which what that does is block windows whenever a killer vaults it. Most Bubbas will have it, and you kind of need it to play. Another thing that you can do that's kind of difficult is jump in a locker, and if Bubba bumps into it, you'll be able to jump out in time. It is hard to do, though. Alright, with Huntress. Okay, the first... That's a bad loop. But anything like this is probably bad, too. Here we go. Okay, so obviously the first thing I want to you guys is do not drop pallets. You're probably like, Parker, what are you talking about? How am I supposed to loop the killer without pallets? Because if Huntress is right behind me, she's going to pull up when I get to this. If I drop it, that's a free hit.
Yeah, that's...
Because I'm locked in an animation.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, most Huntresses, I can't speak, will pull up immediately when you get to it. And obviously they're slower holding out the hatchet. And you can get quite a... But, oh my god, I can speak. You'll get quite a bit of loops out of this without it. But they will eventually catch on and just keep running through it. So you will want to drop it sometimes, but you just kind of want to decide when to switch it up a bit. And don't do that. But yeah, and Huntress is another 4.4 killer, and you can abuse that so bad, especially on rocks. I don't know, you can literally loop a rock 100 times before she got you. That's a bad one. But
you probably had another like 6 loops in that before I caught you there.
Oh, more than likely.
Which, that may not seem like a lot, but that does, like, that gives your other survivors time to work on gens. that adds up. You do
Yeah.
that.
Another thing you want to learn how to do with Huntress. Okay, Shaq, that's kind of good. Say she's right there chasing me. She might come to this window and wait for you to run through that door. And if you're not paying attention, you will run right into her hatchet and just die. But you want to learn to pre-drop pallets too. Like when she can't get a shot off on you, you want to learn to pre-drop. And that'll save your life sometimes.
Avoid short loops, like things that you can see over.
Hug them as tight as you can and pre-drop.
If you can see over the loop, absolutely do not go against it on Huntress. You're gonna get hit.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing with Nemesis. Like
you're gonna get hit so bad on this. Like I can see clear over this. You can chuck a hatch. Okay, I hit it there.
Look a little bit higher, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember something else I want to talk about. Shaq. Hit Shaq. A lot of people will loop Shaq by hugging it tight like this. You do not want to do that. Because if Huntress pulls up, I can only swing one way. And if she just throws it, I don't have enough time to dodge it. Because my hitbox will still be way over here. And she'll hit me. You want to hug it like in the middle, so you can go either way. That's best to loop Shaq that way against Huntress. Because again, if you hug it like that, you're just dead if she throws it.
Whack.
You do not have any way where to dodge. Okay, so with Freddy, your main thing is going to want to be to try to stay awake. Because if he hits you with his, what's that thing you called? Anyways, his ranged attack, it will hinder you. You can go ahead.
Dream Snarl.
His thing will hinder you for 12%. Look how fast that makes him, just by me being hindered that much.
Yeah,
so your main thing with Freddy is wanting to try and stay awake. Because then those things will not hinder you whatsoever. And you'll be good. But 12% is a lot.
I caught up so that fast. That's scary.
I know. And Freddy's like other main thing is fake pallets. One, they can explode and damage you, and two,
4 meters.
And another thing with the fake pallets, if I drop it, it just disappears. Now you can stun Freddy with the fake pallets, but they're gone, pretty much.
Yeah. So these pallets are only useful if you hit the stun, and you don't want to wait by them because if you wait by,
and you want to know where you're going right after. But yeah, like he was saying, you don't really want to camp them because they'll just get them down.
Yeah, I'll just make it blow up, and that's that.
Actually, I don't. Can they hurt you if you're awake?
I'm pretty sure they hurt you no matter what. I'm pretty sure it hurts you.
No.
Oh.
So yeah, fake pallets will not hurt you if you're awake. So the main thing with Freddy to counter him is just stay awake. And he can't hinder you, blow his pallets up. I think if he smacks you though, he will put you to sleep if you're healthy.
Yeah, well.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for Freddy. He's 4.6, which is default speed.
That's a long teleport.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. He can also, I wish I brought a medkit. He can teleport to you while you're healing, and different generators, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows that. But a lot of people don't know that if you and your teammate are healing, he can just teleport to you. Yes, there will be like black smoke there, so you will be able to see and like stop and run away. But yeah, that's about it with Freddy. Okay, guys, that was the DBD tip video. That's just gonna be part 1 because there's like 40 killers in the game, and that took long enough to get that. But if you guys want part 2, let me know. I think next week though, I'm gonna try and get some kind of game out, like actual gameplay. But if you guys want more tip videos, not just DBD related, but if you guys like the commentary shit like this, let me know, and I can try and get more of them. But yeah, again, this is the 2nd week in a row. I'm going to try and see how long I can keep the streak going. But yeah, that's about it for part 1 of this. Again, let me know if you want part 2. And of course, Thank you for stopping by, and I hope you have a good day.